Akpabio undergoing treatment for cardiac arrhythmia and lung disease abroad. Can you imagine? So, just because Efcc invited him for a fraud case that he's involved in, he has now written a letter to Efcc saying he cannot respond to Efcc because he is suffering from cardiac issues and lung diseases, and he has planned medical treatment abroad. That is what they do. Once there is a problem, they will run. Okay? Once there's a problem, they will say they are sick. Just like they are supposed, Tinubu just ran abroad saying he needs to go and have some rest instead of waiting to receive the tribunal letter that will be sent to him, that will serve him to appear in the tribunal because of the ongoing probing of the fraudulent election that has just been concluded. Okay, so the same way Akpabio, being an APC man, has followed the same thing. Now EFCC is inviting him for a fraud case and is putting health issues in front. Okay, all these people that are destroying Nigeria, God will destroy their plans as well, because the truth is that what they're doing is terrible. Okay, what they're doing is very, very terrible. So let's see what excuse he has and why he's doing this. Godswill Akpabio, a senator-elect and immediate past minister of Niger Delta Affairs, has said he will not honor the invitation of the Economic and Financial Crime Commission to report to his office because he is suffering from pneumonia and cardiac arrhythmia. Obviously, Politics Nigeria reports that the EFCC had in a letter asked Akpabio to appear in his office today, Wednesday, over a multi-billion naira fraud case. But the senator-elect, in a letter to the anti-graft agency through his lawyer, Ume Kalo, said he would not be able due to ill health as he had already arranged medical trip overseas. The former Akwa Ibom State Governor therefore asked the EFCC to pick another date after the forthcoming Easter and Ramadan holidays. Can you imagine? This is terrible. Okay, this is very, very bad. This is very, very bad. So now he cannot answer EFCC because he has planned medical trip abroad. So how long will this continue to be? How long will he continue to travel abroad? How long will he continue to run? They will get him. Okay, they will definitely get him. If Nigeria is a sane country, all these fraudulent senators and fraudulent ministers are not supposed to be working freely. The same way Ojes Okalo, who actually has a case with EFCC, who was actually thrown into Kirikiri prison in Lagos, okay, and they use their senatorial tactics and all the government influences to get him out, saying that the judge or the justice handling it is not the right person to handle it. But not that the case is not true. The case is true and genuine. Now they brought him out, and now he has been working freely with a criminal case in his head, fraudulent case in his head with the EFCC. And now with all of that in his head, he's coming out to tell the whole world that he is, it is his turn to become the Senate president. Saying all sort of rubbish why he should be the Senate president. That you cannot have Muslim ticket at president and vice president and still have a Muslim as a Senate president, because that will be injustice to the other religion in the country, as if he's a good Christian, as if he's protecting the interests of Christians and that of Nigerians. So the same way, the same line is what Akpabio is about to take now. Having been indicted on multi-billion naira fraud, now he is to appear at FCC. He has been written now. He got his law firm working for him, solicitors, to write back that he's going for medical treatment, that he should choose another date after Easter and Ramadan holiday before he will appear in their EFCC office. Okay, all of them, almost all the Nigerian politicians have one case or the other to answer. Both the governors, the ministers, the executives, the legislators, all of them. Okay, All of them, both the members of the House of Rep and members of the Senate, even the people at state level, governors, members of state House of Assembly, all their political appointees, all of them are thieves in Nigeria. That is the truth. So the question is, when we start arresting and probing them, that means we must build a whole community as a prison premises to put all of them, because if cases are genuinely handled, you find out that all of them are thieves and all of them cannot escape the strong arm of the law. But unfortunately, these same people that are called themselves legislators that are making the laws are also the ones that are busy destroying the laws, violating the laws, and expecting everybody to follow them hook, line, and sinker without asking questions. In Nigeria, when you ask questions, you become the main enemy. Once you keep quiet and follow like a fool, then you are the best. They can even give you political appointment. Okay? What happened to Akpabio? It was because of these fraudulent cases before him. That was why he ran to APC. He left PDP and ran to APC. Just because in 2019, when Oshomole became the national chairman of APC, he said that no matter how big your sins are, once you run to APC, your sins are forgiven. And Akpabio happens to be one of the first beneficiaries of that statement. Okay? Because when it was like Akpabio was trying to be very strong and becoming a godfather in Akwa Ibom, the next thing we heard was that he had decamped to APC. And it was obvious that he had cases in his front. That is why he ran to APC. Otherwise, the APC would have used the same EFCC to witch hunt him. But irrespective of that, EFCC still has his case in their file. And that is why they invited him for questioning. And now he's trying to find a way to dodge that invitation. But how long will he continue to do that? Okay. Now he is writing back to EFCC to tell them that he is suffering from cardiac this, heart attack this, kidney, liver this, and all of that. Okay. Now he's asking that he will come, they should choose another date after Ramadan and Easter break, meaning he wants to go and enjoy his life. He's actually not going for treatment, anything. Okay, because I don't think there's anything wrong with him. They always look for something to say. I'm sure they must have gone to obtain false doctor report on that to say they have diagnosed him and he needs to have some rest or have a treatment abroad. I'm telling you the truth. They must have, because what they do in Nigeria is falsifying documents, falsifying papers to buttress and establish their claims. That is what they do in Nigeria. Quite unfortunate that we are in this mess as Nigerians. But how long will we continue to be? Okay, because now there's a fight to establish a new government, to establish a new Nigeria, and some miscreant youths in Nigeria who are beneficiaries of this APC fraudulent government actually are paid and are working against it. Some of them are even so useless that they don't even have life to spend, and are still supporting APC. Quite unfortunate. So this is what is happening to Akpabio. He has refused to honor the EFCC invitation because he says he's suffering from cardiac disease and lung disease and needs a treatment abroad until after Easter and Ramadan break before he will respond. He cannot continue to run. The net will catch you one day, including all Jews or Carlo. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment.